Week 6 pick'ems. YouTube, how's it going? The Goat House is back. We're back. Week 6 pick'ems. We're here every Tuesday night, picking every single game all year long. You guys know the drill. And we got score predictions every Wednesday. We got power rankings. We got all kinds of NFL content every single week. So join us. Like, subscribe, turn notifications on. Follow us on Twitter. There's a link pinned in the comments. A lot going on there. Super followers get bonus content. We got picks leagues going on. Links pinned in the comments. We are sponsored by the GLD shop this NFL season. I'm rocking the Vikings chain. We all got the chains on. Pete's got Titans backwards because they're on a winning streak. They've only won when he's done that. Sure. They haven't scored a point in the fourth quarter, but they keep winning, so it doesn't even matter.
This is a big week.
Yeah, and my Vikings stole Theo Jackson from Pete's Titans. That's Super Bowl. I think we're winning the Super Bowl now because of that, right? Isn't that right, Pete?
Right.
Okay. Let's take a look at the standings. Pete pulled.
Oh, yeah.
He said he was going to be in first after last week.
I had the balls last week, though. I don't think anybody of you had balls.
I had balls the week before, and it put me in last. But I'm doing better. I'm getting there. I'm
trending down.
You're trending down right now. Yep. I'm trending up a little bit. Pete's definitely trending up.
I'm second in the Super Picks League.
Super Picks League. Dylan Robles leading the Super Picks League.
I think it's Robles.
Robles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Thanks, man.
That's
we got you, D-Rob.
The regular picks league, the leader is Jonas, 54. 54 is it? What?
Valachunas?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or Nick Jonas, or one of the Jonas brothers. I don't know the other one's names. He's got 54. That's some kind of voodoo shit. I don't know. That's insane. But the top three in the Super Picks League get prizes. And does that mean Pete gets a prize?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah?
He has to.
Give me the prize.
Rules.
The season's not over yet, though. It's when the season's over. And
Give me
number
the prize.
number one, so Jonas, as of right now, if he keeps that lead, gets a prize in the regular Picks League. Super Picks League, the winner of each week gets their picks in these videos. So that's a good reason to join the Super Picks League. It's not too late. Link pinned in the comments for that. So we'll have a special guest picker this week who had the best score of week 5. His picks in the video. But let's go to Thursday Night Football.
Bears.
Commandos. I think we're going to call them the Commandos from now on. Versus the Bears.
The Orange Bears.
You guys want Old Yeller's take first?
Yep.
I'm done with this guy.
You're done?
It's either he shows up on pick'ems or he's could keep texting you.
The two worst starting quarterbacks in the NFL play each other. I'm taking the second worst to win, and he said actually Commandos. He actually did say Commandos.
Well, that second worst quarterback actually almost beat the Vikings. His Vikings.
No, second worst quarterback is Carson Wentz. He said he's taking the second worst, so that means the worst quarterback is Fields.
Okay, well, his quarterback won 17 for 17 and almost lost, so I don't want to hear it. I'm taking the Bears.
Dan's taking the Bears.
Bears at home. That's all I got, Bears at home. We're going to run the ball. We're going to run it well. Fields, he was reading last week. He was reading, and that's all I got.
He was reading. All right.
There's a few reads.
Yeah, give me the Bears.
Give me
the Bears.
Junior's taking the
Commandos
Bears.
suck. They absolutely suck. They're terrible. Riverboat Ron's whole trying to fire up his quarterback is going to backfire, and then Wentz is going to have the worst game of the season so far.
That's sloppy soldier.
He's
What's the
already had
weather?
a couple of those.
What's the weather looking like?
It's going to be cold.
The Week 5 best score is going with the Bears. It's Aiden. He's got his Jonathan Taylor icon there for us.
Boo.
Boo.
Boo?
Boo.
You guys are not. I know
I'm
Pete's
booing
not
for
Jonathan.
Pete.
Pete's Titans guy. You're
Boo.
booing for
I'm
Pete.
backing him up.
What do you think about the tape on the?
It's a little overkill. I mean, whatever happened to just putting it on the forearms? Now we got it all the way up. I mean,
You never know, man.
do you have that kind of mobility with it on?
Is your tricep going to get turf burned?
Right.
Yeah,
I've never
you
seen
could tackle
anyone.
there. You could tackle
Actually,
there.
Justin Jefferson had a real nasty burn on his bicep. Do you see that?
Did he?
It was,
you're the turf burn guy.
It was bad.
I don't know. Pete, what are you going with?
I don't know. This is like
Come on
this is
over.
the
Come on,
biggest
Pete.
toss.
Come on over.
You guys aren't doing a good job convincing
on,
though.
Pete.
We're all right.
All right,
1-4
you want me
versus
to go
2 and
first?
3.
Yeah, I need to hear both. I need to hear sides.
In
of this.
Soldier Field, prime time. The home teams are winning prime time like
Except
crazy.
last Thursday.
But the matchup just screams Washington Commanders. I'm
boy.
going to go with the Commanders.
That didn't even make any sense.
It-
It didn't make any sense.
That's why the Bears could win. That's really the only reason I think the Bears could win.
1-4 versus 2 and 3, and that 2 and 3 team.
I'm not even done. I'm not
almost
even
beat the
done.
Vikings.
If the Bears win, I'm going to think it's probably because they're home prime time. That's why they can win. But I like the matchup for the Commanders. I think they're getting better on defense. They're still kind of bad, but they're getting better. They're worse against the pass than the run, which that's really not great for the Bears because they struggle to pass. And the Commanders, look at last week, they had the run taken away from them by the Tennessee Titans, who have a pretty stout. They have the number one run stop win rate in the NFL, actually. And then when the run is taken away from a team that wants to run RPO, run pass option, it takes away the option. It takes away of having the run and the pass. You're only a pass team, and the Commanders, even though they're not impressive, it's kind of impressive that they almost won that game with having that run taken away against the Chicago Bears, who are dead last stopping a run. I think the Commanders, with Antonio Gibson's second game with Brian Robinson back, will be able to run the football. I think Wentz will be all right. He's got to take care of the ball a little bit, but I'm gonna trust the Commanders to get
might I add,
a little bit more offense.
Dodson and Logan Thomas did not practice today.
They did not practice.
Wait, Dodson's not going to play.
They didn't play last week.
They didn't
play
practice.
last week.
They
still got
Jalen
some
Johnson
weapons.
he's playing,
He's
and
back.
N'Keal Harry is coming back.
I
too.
love the matchup for the Commanders. I think they'll be able to run the ball. I think Wentz will. And we'll keep in mind he played a stout Titans defense, even though people probably won't say they're stout. I think they're pretty stout. They took the run game away from a good running team. They played the Cowboys. They played the Eagles. Let me mention that, too. When they played the Eagles, the Commanders did actually a solid job taking the Hurts run game away. Hurts happened to beat them through the air. So they might be able to take that Fields maybe running ability, scrambling away, and Fields may have to try to beat them through the air. He could do it. I'm going to trust the Commanders, though, mainly because of the weapon difference.
Pete, hear me out here. Hear me out. Bermuda grass. It's been a few weeks. It's going
to be cold, Pete.
Bermuda grass.
Are they undefeated at home or no?
No. I don't think so.
No, yeah, they are.
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
No, I don't think so. No,
Yes.
I think you're lying.
No, they beat Houston at home. They beat San Francisco at home. The only home games they played.
Dan goes to all the games, so he should know.
Dan
that.
is undefeated when he's at the stadium.
They play the Giants.
I am undefeated
No.
when we go to the stadium.
No, that was in New York. They're
Are the
0-3 on the
Bears
road. They're
undefeated at home?
Guys, yes. They're 2-0 at home. They're 0-3 on the road. They're home here, prime time. Pete, this is a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
They are undefeated, Pete.
And were you
Listen
at those
to me.
games?
I was at the 49ers game. I was not at the Texans game.
Oh, are you going to be at this game?
I will be at this game.
There's no way the Bears stay undefeated at home, right, Pete?
Pete, don't listen to that.
I don't know what to do with this game.
Bermuda grass on Prime Video.
This game's just.
It is Prime Video.
Amazon, guys. Amazon.
Oh shit! It is Prime Video.
Just
man.
come on,
Do
dude.
it,
You can always
Pete. Come
change
on.
your pick later. Just come on. Just give us.
The people want to know. Pete's in first place by 2.
Oof.
Pete, I backed you up with
He
the
did back you
Jonathan
up.
Taylor.
You
I
did.
backed you up.
You just got to go who you think's going
Give
to
me
win.
the Bears.
He's
Yeah.
taking the Bears. Me and Yeller by ourselves. It's going to be a fun
I
one.
don't know,
Prime
though.
Video.
Suck it.
All right. Will it be better than last Thursday's game?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's Bears
It
football.
should be, right?
As long
It
as the
has-
Bears win.
They're
it'll
wearing
be
the
better.
oranges, Pete. That should have just put you
I
over.
We can win
know.
3-6 and it'll be better for me.
All right.
It's the Bears.
Well, there you have it. We spent a long time on
We
that.
did.
It's the prime game, though.
It's all right. We have plenty of time to make it up with
Huge
the
game.
bye week.
49ers
Yeah.
and Falcons Jr. is going with the 49ers. We know that.
Thank you. Appreciate
Yeah, give me those Niners too.
Best defense in football.
Yeah, they're up there.
Pete's going with the
I think
Niners.
they are actually the number 1 defense.
What the Cowboys, though?
Mm-hmm.
Did Dan say he's going with the Niners?
Yeah, we're going with the Niners.
All right. They're really beat up, and the Falcons are a little sneaky, but not sneaky enough. I'm gonna go with the Falcons. Did Yeller have anything? He usually has something to say with the. He did. 49ers, Jimmy G. Let's roll.
Nice.
I think
his
it's like
guy.
a let's ride situation,
Okay.
but it's a let's roll
That's his guy.
because that's his guy.
Aiden's going with the 49ers as well.
Yep,
Aiden,
clean sweep. We know
he's
he is.
going with the that's a guarantee. Falcons are a little sneaky though. They had a chance to come back against the Bucks, and that roughing the passer call happened.
Brutal.
Worst one of all time.
Brutal.
I mean, what was the one on Brady where it was the helmet tap? The
No,
helmet
no.
tap
It was
one?
when he got thrown down and his head never hit the ground.
Well, no, there was one like 2 years ago that somebody just grazed
Oh,
his
yeah,
helmet
yeah,
and they
yeah.
called
What
it.
about the one last night? But on
I mean,
Carr?
they were both bad. Both bad.
Yeah,
Both bad.
that was a strip sack.
Yeah.
Strip sack. Yeah. I don't know which one's the worst. One of them is. Both of them. But everyone for the 49ers, so that is a guarantee. 100% on those guarantees
We guarantee.
of all time, not just this year. Last how many years we've been doing this? The guarantees are always hit.
Let's go to the Goat House.
This is a good one right here. Patriots and Browns. Patriots took a big shit right on the Lions last week. I didn't know what to say. So
My
that's
Patriots.
Yeah, I switched my pick like an absolute dipshit on that one.
Never picking the Lions again.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one. Maybe they're just the Lions, right? They're just
The Lions will be the Lions.
They're the Lions. The Browns keep kind of choking games away. I think they could be undefeated. They've choked every game they lost. They make it interesting. They are dominating time of possession in all these games too, it feels like, and they still can't figure it out. Question some coaching there. Patriots look like maybe even though they're playing, Bailey Zappe's been playing. We'll see who's back. If Mac Jones is back, who's playing quarterback, we don't know yet here on Tuesday night. But looks like they're figuring some things out. Patricia with the play calling. This better play on offense and defense. Their defense is playing very, very well at the same time. This is a really good. I think both teams want to run the football, and we know that. Both teams want to run the football. I guess I can question that what's fancy in the Browns because they kind of go away from it when it's working too often, in my opinion. But both teams, the best part of their game is running the football, so that's why this should be a pretty solid game.
Give me the Patriots.
Junior's taking the Patriots.
Give me the Patriots. I think this is a Jacoby Brissett revenge game, so that kind of makes it a little dicey. But I got to go with the Patriots here. I think this is going to be a boring game, just with a lot of running, like you said.
Yeller's going with the Browns.
Ooh. I don't know what I want.
Aiden is going with the Browns.
I'll say this. Last week, I was picking the Patriots no matter what. I'm picking the Patriots if Mac Jones is playing in this one, but if he's not, I'm taking the Browns, actually.
I really don't know.
What do you think? Is he playing? Is he not playing?
They might send him again.
That's scary. I mean, Zappe's
I wish we knew more. Belichick wasn't really saying.
Zappe's pretty solid, but I think the Browns defense gives them a little more trouble, and I think they know the run's coming. I mean, the Lions defense is just terrible. That's
One
why
of Patriots running backs go down too?
Ramondre Stevenson's a beast, though.
Yeah. It's a tough one. The Patriots whomped them last year. It was like a similar game where we know both teams are going to run the football, even though I believe it was D'Ernest Johnson for the Browns in that one, who was solid.
It was a different league back then, though.
It was a different league. But the Patriots ran all over him. Stevenson actually ran all over him, so it could happen again.
I think, is Mac Jones not playing?
We don't. I mean, we thought there was a shot he played last week, so you'd think he'd be able to play this week.
I want to be on that Patriots side.
He wants to be on the Patriots
side.
What's our injury report guy saying over there?
I think he's playing.
Okay. I'm feeling the Browns. This might be the toughest one of the week. The reason I would go because both teams are going to run the shit out of the football. Both can have a solid defense. The Browns been a little sketchy here and there, but I still like to think they can make some plays. It's not like they're playing Herbert and the Chargers again, no matter who's at quarterback for the Patriots. But, again, big part of the game is win the time possession, dominate on the ground. First glance, I want to trust the Browns to do that a little better just because they have Nick Chubb mainly, but then they go away from the run so easily sometimes, even when it's working, that I kind of want to go with the better coaching staff in this one with the Patriots. So I'm back and forth. The Browns are home in this one. They're in every game they play. Some they squeeze out, some they don't, and they squeeze this one out. Something else I noticed is the Patriots, something weird. The Patriots have been playing a lot of defenses that are primarily man coverage defenses like themselves. The Browns are actually mainly zone, so not that means a whole lot. The Patriots are going to run the ball mainly first, but something a little different they have to deal with. Mac Jones or Bailey Zappe, whoever's in there has to deal with a little bit. So I actually think the Browns could get that extra turnover. I think both teams could turn the ball over, maybe that extra turnover to win the game. So I'll take the Browns in a squeaker.
I'm still on the fence on this one. I'm going to take the Patriots as long as Mac Jones is playing.
Okay, there you have it.
Game of the week.
But Zappe's been looking good, though. You guys aren't believing?
I mean, it's Mac Jones.
Okay.
I mean, he's not doing anything special, but he's been solid.
That defense was special last week.
Yeah, that's kind of my problem too. You kind of got to count on the defense to win them the game with the Browns, where I think either side of the ball can win the game in this one. Makes me feel a little better about the Browns pick, but it's a squeaker. It's a tough one, and apparently it's the game of the week because we had a 3-3 split. Even though some of you might not even be picking the Patriots if Mac Jones doesn't play, we will see.
I'm already changing my pick. I'm going the Browns.
Dan's going.
You don't have to move it. You don't have to move it.
I have to. The graphics guy has to. He can't go to sleep tonight unless he moves it.
Good call.
And I'd like to mention the Browns. The Patriots are a very good offensive line, but the Browns, I think, have the best offensive line in football. So that helps in a game like this, too. Battle of the great offensive lines. Next game, Jets and Packers. The Jets are playing some good football. They look pretty good at times on both sides of the ball, which is impressive. Those guys are just high motor players out there, always fired up. And the Packers, they barely escaped the Patriots 2 weeks ago, and they blew it against the Giants. They blew a comeback, but during that game, it just plain and simple looked like the Giants were the better football team during the second half of that game. It was kind of wild. So, I mean, every other year, I feel like we're all immediately going to the Packers like it's a guarantee, but now it's a little interesting here.
I'm going to the Packers. I'm taking the home team here. I mean, the Jets are balling as of late, but I trust Aaron Rodgers a little more.
Yeller actually doesn't think this is a good game at all. He said Packers in the blowout of the week. I think he means ass beating of the week.
We'll get him up to date on the verbiage.
Wow. That's kind of what I was leaning towards, ass beating of the week. Yeah, Packers.
Pete?
Yeah, I like the Packers. I gotta trust them a little bit more, even though they haven't been playing that great. I think I kind of expected a slow start.
I think the receivers just need to figure it out a little bit here.
Aiden's going with the Jets.
Ooh, I love it.
I'm going to go with the Packers as well. The Jets are impressive, but they kind of squeaked by a couple of those games. I don't know if it will keep up really. That doesn't mean they're never going to win again or anything like that. They're a sneaky team, but I don't see the Packers losing two games in a row, and then now they come home. Rodgers going to be playing pissed off. I'm going to trust the Packers in this one.
Pissed.
Yeah. Lone Aiden over there on Lone JT on the Jets.
Speaking of JT.
Is it next? It is next. Wow. How'd you do that? Jags at Colts.
JT.
It feels like yesterday. It was just a few weeks ago these two teams played. The Jags beat them 24-0. It was early in the season, and we're still kind of early in the season. Colts are missing some guys, though.
Get our guy over there.
Yeah, Aiden going with the Colts. Shocker. That looks pretty cool right there.
Does look pretty cool.
Give me the Jags.
Junior is taking the Jags.
I don't trust the Colts at all right now. They're the weirdest team in football. They're so weird. I mean, it probably has to do with Matt Ryan, former Falcons quarterback,
Okay, I see what you're doing there. Okay. Yeller is taking the Colts. Pete and Dan?
Something weird about it. Like the Jags keep beating the Colts, but I'm gonna go with the Colts at home. It's a short divisional rival turnaround, I guess if you want to call it. But I just have a feeling the Colts are gonna bounce back after getting slapped in the face earlier in the year.
This is going to be my squeaker of the week. I'm stuck between. There's been a couple games where I'm just kind of like, I have no idea who I'm going to take. I'm going to take the Colts at home.
Dan's going to take the Colts at home. For me, I'm going to take the Jags. I'm riding with Junior over there. It's almost impossible to take the Colts. I mean, the Jags just beat them up pretty good, 24-0. It was a few weeks ago. I mean, that's not the only reason. At the same time, the Colts are still beat up. Ryan Kelly's hurt. Is he going to play in this game? Shaq Leonard's hurt again. Is he going to play? And there's just the problems of the Colts are still, even though they just won, they're kind of still there. They can't protect Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan's not playing well at all. He played very bad against the Jags last time. The Jags pass rush is pretty good. It's pretty unique at what they're throwing at teams. They can. I know they lost to the Texans last week. They played really good defense, so they're going to play really good defense and get after the quarterback against a weaker offensive line here. And they found ways to score last time. It's really tough to not pick the Jags. The Colts could win. They're at home, but I think a lot of people will base the picking this game off what the Jags did last week, which was losing to the Texans. But they played really good defense. I have a feeling they're definitely going to get more offense going than they did last week. So again, it's just very hard for me to pick the Colts in this game. It's very difficult.
It's okay.
So I'm gonna.
It's okay.
I can see it, but it's just because it's NFL. The weird things happen. Like the Colts just lost 24-0 to them. I could see, just because it's random, but there's really no logic behind it. The Jags, I like them in the matchup. The Colts have had problems with them.
I know this division better than anyone. All right.
It's true. It's a good
what
point.
I say goes.
I'm riding with Pete.
No.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
All right. Next game. Vikings Dolphins.
All right.
Okay.
If the Dolphins were healthy,
I'm taking them.
I would take the Dolphins against my Vikings in Miami. No question. I think that they haven't actually been getting sacks on the quarterback, but they've been getting pressure. They have that unique blitz, that unique defense of theirs, and they're impressive on offense, and they would give the Vikings problems, actually. But because they're beat up, I got to go with the Vikings. There's not a lot of trust with kind of a lot of unhealthy guys on this Dolphins roster right now. I mean, Tyreek Hill should play, but he was in a walking boot at the end of the last game. Tua's still in concussion protocol. Teddy's concussed and has another injury going on as well.
Is Teddy playing this week? I'm assuming Tua's out, right?
There's still nothing's guaranteed, but they're still in concussion protocol there. So it's only Tuesday night. It's tough to figure out, but if Teddy plays, I don't know what I would do. Xavier Howard didn't play last week. That's a big one too. Their corner. I'm thinking he's gonna play this week. I'm gonna take the healthier team. The Vikings are pretty damn healthy right now. I'm gonna take the healthier team here in the Vikings. But again, you're with me?
I'm with you.
I would definitely take that. If Tua was playing, if you told me Tua's playing, well, Armstead got hurt last week. Their best offensive lineman got hurt last week as well. If you told me Tua was playing, Armstead, Xavier Howard, Tyreek Hill, these guys are for sure playing. I'm not even hesitating. I'm taking the Dolphins, but that's not the case.
Pete?
I'm taking the Vikings as well. Just don't think the Dolphins could keep up with. I like you're saying, with all those injuries. I don't think they keep up scoring with the Vikings here.
Yeller's taking the Vikings.
Dan?
If Teddy and Tyreek are playing, I'm taking the Dolphins. So you can put me in the Dolphins.
We'll put him over there.
Yeah.
We'll put him over there.
Aiden's taking the Dolphins as well.
Aiden is taking the Dolphins. I like it. A little bit of a split. I like it. Okay.
I like it.
All right. There you have it.
Okay.
How high is it going to be? That's always a factor. It's in
It's
Miami.
gonna start to cool down a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's
Is Mr. 305 going to be there?
It took me a second.
Can he play QB?
It took me a second. Yeah, we're gonna have to find out. They're gonna have to do some investigation work there to figure out if Mr. 305 can play quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. The Bengals, and when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. I'm gonna pick the Bengals. I like how we're on the same page with that one.
Yes, we were.
I'm gonna pick the Bengals.
Not rehearsed.
It was without you.
Yeah.
All right.
I saw him smiling though. He liked that.
I think I was the first one in.
Yeah.
I was right
I'll take the Bengals because I think they're about the Saints could catch fire too. They got to win. They scored a ton of points. Taysom Hill went a little bonkers, and they should start to get healthy. So I can see the Saints start to figure it out, kind of get going. Their defense has been a little underwhelming, but the Bengals, I really feel like they haven't been the last year Bengals at all. I really feel like they can kind of get there and they'll kind of get going. They could go on a little winning streak here. I think Joe Burrow and those receivers have a pretty good game here. The Saints like to run a lot of two-man under, man coverage. Bengals like to feast off that man coverage. That's why they beat up the Ravens last year. Well, the other night, Ravens, they switched the zone, and that kind of stumped the Bengals there. So this is kind of their type of defense that they really like to play against. The Saints surprisingly aren't getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Here and there, they've been getting clutch plays on the quarterback. They got Geno Smith. They forced a fumble there, but the matchup, I like the Bengals, and the Saints aren't going to score as much points as they did last week. The Seahawks weaker defense, Bengals got a solid defense. Based because of that, and they can slow them down, create a turnover, and because I trust their offense against this defense right now, I think both sides of the ball, it just definitely points towards the Bengals for me.
I'm going with the Bengals as well. I'm looking at my picks here, and I got a lot of road dogs winning. So I'm a little concerned because
you're a road dog kind of guy.
This week, yeah.
Road dog.
But give me the Bengals. Like you said, matchup favors the Bengals.
I like Bengals in this one too. Is Jameis back? Not that that's going to change my pick.
We will see.
So many injuries on that Saints team that
they may just keep Dalton in, even though he didn't do much last week. He didn't really have to do a whole lot. They still scored a lot of points.
Taysom Hill. That's what they got to keep doing.
Yeah.
I like the Bengals too.
I
think they lost. The 3 games they've lost, they were all really close. I think they're all within 3 points. I think they get it going here though.
Okay.
Dalton revenge game.
What's Aiden going with?
He's going with the Bengals.
Aiden is going with the Bengals. And Yeller.
Do it.
Bengals.
Oh.
He's going with the Bengals.
He doesn't have the ball.
So that's a guarantee.
Thanks for coming out, Saints.
I thought somebody was going to go with the Saints, especially when we started singing that song. I thought like somebody for sure was feeling
We got
them.
the Saints fans all hyped up with that song.
We
They
did.
were probably singing along.
At least
too,
we
and then
gave them
did it
that.
like
They were a
this.
little
Yeah.
disappointed, about no one picking them, but
Hey, you can't win them all.
yeah,
You think they play that song at every game?
they would have to, right?
They probably hate that song.
No. They definitely love that song.
They probably do.
I'm thinking Drew Brees
Nolans.
listened to it before every game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Even
that's
when
what
he
was
was
playing.
with the Chargers?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
100%. Ravens and Giants. The Giants are 4-1, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa.
They beat up the Packers last week, and that second half it was impressive football, and they were kind of beat up at the same time. And they're playing pretty solid on both sides of the ball. Like they can kind of take over on either side. So they've been impressive. Ravens, solid team. They blew 2 games, let 2 games get away. They almost let that Bengals one get away. They were home in prime time too. Now they're away against the Giants. Hey.
What do you got?
Hey.
This is Don Martindale, Giants defensive coordinator, was the Ravens defensive coordinator for a long time. It's a revenge game here. Martindale versus the Ravens. He knows how to go against Lamar Jackson offense. Greg Roman, Harbaugh, they know how to go against the Martindale defense. And everything's pretty much the same. I mean, the Giants are running that Ravens defense over there, and the Ravens are still running the Ravens offense. So it's going to be about. That's literally what this game's going to be about. I think who has a better game plan
It's a
because they
little
both.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can the
Crazy
Giants
game.
do it 2 weeks in a row with these upsets?
I really think this game could go either way. I think Martindale might have the keys to.
I think you saying that with Martindale, I'm going to take the Giants.
Oh,
I think
still
I'm
on
going
the
to do it.
fence. I'm still on the fence. Thinking
Home.
that
Martindale?
defense has been good. Martindale,
Yeah.
he knows. He had to practice against Lamar all the time.
Danny Dimes running the ball.
Yeah, give me the Ravens.
I'm gonna be like Junior and take the road dog.
Yep, Road Dogs.
Road dog.
All right.
I just think, just like I said with the Bengals, the Ravens, their 2 losses were last-second losses. I think they're a really good team this year. I think they're towards the top of the AFC. I think the Giants are playing really well. They're really well coached, but I think they kind of come back down to earth after this one.
Aiden took the Ravens while you were talking. He took them.
Oh,
Yeller took the Ravens as well, and it's a tough one to pick actually. But I'm gonna take the Ravens here. Yeller actually had something to say. I just remembered. He said the Giants can't be for real. I'm taking the Ravens. Okay. I'm gonna take the Ravens. That's a tough one though, because I think, man, Saquon should have a good day. The Giants should score points.
I think this is going to be a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
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 Lamar makes that extra play. Danny Dimes can use his legs as well, but
He's gonna
Lamar
he'll run one in.
will run one in too, though. It's gonna be a good game, but I'm gonna take the Ravens. It's lone Dan.
Walking in today, I did not think I was going to take the Giants, but just something's calling me over there.
It's that Don Martindale guy.
It must be.
He's got pipes.
I was a big fan of him.
he's got pipes.
He wears that cut off with like the tight Under Armour under. Woo.
Yeah.
Good douche.
Good dish.
Big dude.
You think he's
Turn you on.
jacked, or you think he's a little chubby?
He's like a power lifter kind of body.
Powerless.
He's a fat man.
He's a power bottom.
Yeah, he's definitely a power bottom.
Well,
That
okay.
was Pete's words, not mine.
Well, all right. Is everyone going with the
Yeah.
Bucks?
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's going with the Bucks, right? Even
Yeah,
Aiden.
Until they put Trubisky back
Yeah.
in, right?
You think
Then
they
we're
will?
taking the Steelers.
No.
All right, since this one was so quick, I got a story for you guys. All right.
Uh-oh.
So I'm playing a little pickup this is a random story, but it's mysterious. I'm playing a little pickup basketball today, and right, okay,
right,
making
right.
sure you guys are with me here. And I carry a backpack with some basketball shoes in them when I go to the gym, right?
Right.
All right, so when I go to play basketball, I put those shoes on, right?
Right.
Okay, and so I'm playing basketball, I got the shoes on, then I'm done playing basketball, right?
Right.
I take the shoes off because I'm going to put the other ones on, right?
Right.
Okay, and when I take the left shoe off, my sock is just completely bloody, just super bloody. Like, I mean, I played sports my whole life. I know people have that a lot. I've never had a bloody foot, and I don't feel anything at all. So I'm like, there's people there that are like, man, you're really bleeding. What's going on? I'm like, I don't know. I don't feel anything. Right?
Right.
Okay. So then I go home. I'm like, I'm going to take the sock off, and I'm expecting a pretty good gash or toenail messed up or something because the amount of blood. Take my sock off, that bloody sock off, and there isn't any blood on my foot. Still to this moment, I don't know where the blood was coming from. There's no cut, no nail damage, nothing.
Any ketchup packets in your shoes?
No ketchup
Yeah,
packets.
a whole Kurt Schilling.
I
moment
probably
there.
got to stick my hand in the shoe and actually check it. That's a good point. Good
Yeah.
point.
Just somebody's
So
gross scab in there or something.
somebody else's? How did
Somebody-
it get in there?
Well, it
Do you
ain't
remember
yours.
putting on these socks?
Yes, I do.
And they were not like that?
They weren't. It was fresh blood, fresh. So I don't know. It was that interesting story because I'm still a little concerned.
Pete, can you
Am
take
I-
another look at that foot?
Yeah.
Let's confirm there's nothing.
You think I'm
going
gonna
on.
die? You think I'm gonna be all right?
I don't know how much blood it was.
It was a lot of blood.
So Bucks and Steelers fans, moral of the story is we're taking the Bucks.
Yep, we're taking the Bucks. Well, yeah, since that one was so quick, I thought I'd throw that story in there.
That's okay.
Right.
We don't want to,
Something.
Right.
We don't want to leave the Bucks and Steelers fans hanging with nothing here. They didn't watch this video.
Got a bloody mystery sock story.
Was it as red as that logo?
Yeah, it was bad. And people were looking at it like, "What the hell's going on?" And I figured I had a gash, and I was like, "How am I not feeling this
Did
right
you
now?"
play well?
I played pretty well, I thought. I
Nice.
thought I did pretty good. All right, see, you're welcome, Bucks and Steelers fans. We didn't leave you hanging today. Panthers and Rams. Matt Rule's out of there. He's fucking gone.
That's your guy.
Baker. That's my guy.
That's your guy.
How is that my guy?
You keep talking about the guy like he's your guy.
That's not my guy.
All right, guys, on 3.
The Rams are struggling.
2.
They are.
3.
But not in this game.
Rams.
Okay.
You're going to take the Panthers? You're going to do it?
I'm not, but you didn't have to do it like that. Like,
No, we got to do it like that.
I didn't think it was. No, because I still think even though they struggled last week, I think the Panthers' defense is pretty decent still.
What that offense?
Isn't
though.
Baker banged up?
Baker's banged up, so they might get some motivation. They get P.J. Walker going. He can run.
What happened to Darnold?
Darnold's still on the IR. He had a pretty gruesome injury
Case of mono?
preseason. Sure. The Rams can't block anybody. I gave Aiden the Rams. He took the Rams. Okay. Making sure. The Rams can't block anybody. You know, Brian Burns and company, they're going to be getting after Matt Stafford. But, yeah, I'm still going to take the Rams at home to do enough because they'll still score some points, and the Panthers might not score points. But I don't think it's as simple as you guys were like. You guys were almost guaranteed.
You got any stories?
We did guarantee it. So I have the story. So today I was playing pickup basketball, right? I'm kidding.
Right.
What if I just told the entire story with all the rights? Everyone's probably like, I'm turning this shit off.
I played basketball yesterday, and this middle schooler just broke my ankles.
Oh.
Put me on the ground.
You're washed.
Put me on the ground. I'm
You're
washed
retired.
for sure. Yep.
All right. This is a pretty good one. Cardinals and Seahawks division rival in Seattle. Apparently the Seahawks are a powerhouse on offense. I don't know. Geno Smith is ridiculous right now. Cardinals almost had one against the Eagles. Let it slip away. They're playing some pretty good defense. Can their offense stay consistent? Can they figure it out? We'll see.
Bird versus bird.
Ooh, that is a good point.
I want to take the Cardinals, but I've taken way too many road teams, so I got to go with the Seahawks.
That's why you're going with the Seahawks.
I got to take a home team here, man. 12th man. I have to.
12th, yeah.
This isn't primetime, though.
I trust the Seahawks offense. That's about it.
Ole Eller says this is the toughest game of the week. He's going squeaker of the week.
He's
and
not taking the Cardinals.
He's taking the Cardinals.
Wow.
Whoa.
Surprised. He was not happy when they let him down last
week. They almost had it, too. That was almost a genius pick.
Except Kyler, they took that thing out of his contract, and he's not watching film. He doesn't even know how football works. Doesn't know that he has to get past the first down.
It's double XP week in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Kyle Murphy.
I'm taking the Redbirds as well.
The Redbirds.
I think this is where they start to put it together. It's a tough task. I think it is going to be a little closer, but I think they start hot in this game.
And they start to put it together, like
Yeah.
going forward past this game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in 100% agreement. Watch out for the Cardinals. They usually start good, and then they look like shit. This year they started bad, and they've played pretty bad. But there's something in the second half of that Eagles game. They've been playing some really good defense, but they started running Kyler more. They were actually gaining some yards, and they got going. It was just too late. But they're going against a very weak defense here. Weak defense. So I think Kyler Murray and those weapons, even James Conner, the running backs, they can kind of get going here. And they've been playing some really good defense, Cardinals. They don't look that good on paper, but they're playing. Vance Joseph is having the time of his life.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to play some really good defense. They're blitzing well, so I think they actually can throw off Geno a little bit, not make him. He's been playing almost like a great quarterback. Maybe not. He won't look as great in a game like this because that Cardinals I'm feeling the Cardinals, and I think they can go on a little bit of a winning streak here. Just kind of a weird gut feeling, even though they have not been playing. I mean, they're honestly lucky to have 2 wins. They probably should have lost that Raiders game. They probably should be a 1-win team, but gut feeling they figure it out. They get going here.
Yeah, I'm on the same.
If they lose
same
this game, is
page.
Cliff on the?
If they lose this game, yeah, then everything I just said was just complete bullshit.
He's on the hot seat.
Then they're going to put the thing back into Kyler's contract about watching tape.
And then they'll start winning. Okay, yeah.
I like their defense though.
Yeah, it's looking good. It's like weird because they got J.J. Watt, but where is he at in his career? They lost Chandler Jones. Isaiah Simmons a ball player.
Yeah.
Buda Baker obviously a ball player.
Their corners are actually pretty solid.
They're not supposed to be though,
No,
but they are. They're Vance Joseph. I wouldn't want him to be my head coach, but he's a hell of a defensive coordinator.
Is Aiden taking my
I
side?
don't know why they.
No, he's not.
Why
would
don't
he
the,
take
why don't
your
the
side?
Cardinals just go more up tempo? Like why don't they? Just, I feel
I
like
think it's coming.
I'm surprised a lot of teams don't do that.
Every time they're in a 2-minute situation or like they're down, like all of a sudden they just like
Cliff's
they're
losing
like-
games on purpose.
yeah,
He's losing games on
they're
purpose.
like unstoppable in the 2 minutes.
He's
It's
saving
weird.
it. He's going reverse. He's like, we get figured out later in the year. I'm saving it. We're going to go tempo.
Saving it for Hopkins.
They're going to score a lot of points in this game. And Hopkins is next week.
Yeah.
Next week, he's back. Now they're getting Rondale Moore going, though, too. So I like the Cardinals. I like the in this game. I haven't liked them so far yet this year. I think I'm going to like them, though. This could be a playoff team, even though it doesn't look like it right now. Junior by himself, not by himself, 12th
He's
man.
a huge Geno Smith
True, I'm
guy.
with the 12th man.
lone
Yeah.
dog though. Still a lone dog.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Not a road dog.
Oh,
Toughest game of the week.
Bills, Chiefs, heavyweight AFC teams, elite offenses,
Elite.
maybe an AFC championship game preview ready to go. I don't know.
Quarterbacks that can throw the ball. Quarter mile.
Quarter. Okay.
Alrighty.
Old Yeller,
Bills.
Bills.
Yep. Yeah, we knew that.
Oh, jeez. I wonder if it's going to happen.
Give me the Bills.
Pigskin Pete. Bills.
Oh shit.
It's happening, guys.
Oh, that Chiefs defense, little
Sus?
sus over there.
Remember a couple years ago when you were telling all the Bills fans to pump the brakes?
Oh, I'm not telling them to pump the brakes now.
Remember my Josh Allen MVP call? Like, that he was going to have an MVP type season?
It's gonna be a good game, though. I mean, I think the Bills.
It's out of
The
nowhere.
Bills just played the Steelers, so let's relax there. You can pump the brakes there, but
No.
I don't think the Chiefs are that great. Really, you just gotta stop Travis Kelce.
I don't know, something about this game. Like if this was an AFC championship right now, I'd probably pick the Chiefs at home, but it's not. It's regular season. It's week 6. I'm gonna take the Bills.
Nope.
I'm gonna take the Bills. I think they're both obviously really good offenses, and they're going to show that in this game. I think even though the Bills are missing some guys, I'm definitely going to trust their defense a bit more. Defense, for whatever reason, wasn't a factor in the playoffs. It might not be a for the Bills. It might not be a factor if they play in the playoffs again. The Chiefs might just go all out with their offensive game plan. But here in the regular season, I think it will be a factor. And I noticed that the only zone defense that the Chiefs played, zone-heavy defense the Chiefs played this season so far was the Colts, and they actually struggled with them. So here's maybe the best zone defense in football with the Buffalo Bills. A little different. They're going to run a lot of cover, too. It does get predictable, but they're pretty damn good with it. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Bills.
Aiden and I are taking the Bills.
Everybody
Shockingly.
Bills.
Shockingly,
Wow.
yeah.
Not a single person going with the Chiefs.
While you were talking there, I was considering taking the Chiefs there, but I mean, what Pete said, if you stop Travis Kelce, I mean, they ain't got too much after that, you know?
I don't know if
They
it's that
can't-
simple.
I
though.
think it's that simple.
Don't really run the ball well, and
Check the film, all right?
check the film.
Pete's a big film guy.
They can still win ball games if Kelsey's taken
It's
away.
tough, though. It's really tough for them to win.
Kelsey scored 4 touchdown passes.
Yeah, he scored every touchdown.
It's tough to just stop him, though.
Short week, right?
Oh,
They
Titans could do it.
Did they play
Titans?
us?
They'll play them this year. We'll see if they stop him.
I mean, they got to get healthy, though. They're
They're making excuses already.
They had
Unbelievable.
6 out of their
My
11
God.
defensive starters out of the lineup.
Unbelievable.
Titans.
Already making excuses. Sunday night football, 2 of the top teams in the NFC and from the NFC East, the Cowboys and the Eagles. Yeah. This is going to be a good one.
Something.
I'm just going to start and say I've been on the Cowboys lately, and I've also been on the piss-throwing fans in Philly. I'm going to take the Eagles.
Because of the piss throwing, right?
Yeah, and they're that team. They're good.
I love this Cowboys defense. It's ridiculous. The Eagles got a stout offensive line, probably the best in football. It is a little beat up. some guys coming out of the last game, and Mailata didn't play. So I'm going to have to monitor that, who's playing on the offensive line, because Parsons and company could really get after him. Dealing with Hurts is kind of another situation. No, I do think the Cowboys will do a good job, but it won't be like as easy for them as the last few weeks. Basically, what it comes down to in this heavyweight battle is who's home in this game, and it happens to be the piss-throwing fans of the Philadelphia Eagles. So I'm gonna have to go with the Eagles in this one. If it was in Dallas, I'd go Dallas. Even if it's Cooper Rush, I think they're gonna split on the year. I think it's gonna be a good one. I picked against the Eagles last primetime home game, and even though we knew about the piss throwing, I don't know what I was doing, so I can't do it again. So I will take the home team. I'll take the Eagles. Question though. I'll wait till everyone picks.
Give me the Eagles.
Okay.
Give me the Eagles. Cooper Rush he's playing solid. He hasn't had to do anything really special yet, and I think this is the game where like there's gonna be pressure on him, like where he has to go down and score because they're gonna be down 7 or something, and I feel like he's just not gonna be able to do it. And I know you're gonna ask if Cooper Rush wins this game, is he the starter? I think that's what you're gonna ask.
Yeah. Or we know Dak's gonna be in when he's back, 100%.
Yeah, he should be.
But who should be? Yeah.
It should be Dak.
Should be Dak?
Yeah.
Even if Cooper Rush wins this game?
Yeah.
They owe him a lot of money.
Aiden's going with the Eagles, and Yeller says even though it kills him, he's going with the Eagles.
Greatest team of all time.
Yeah, I was gonna say he didn't say his
fan.
line.
Yeah, he's done with it. He thinks people maybe are taking him serious with that. They have been the best team in football though, but I'm surprised. I almost went Cowboys because that defense. I love that defense. I love the Eagles defense too, but I love that Cowboys defense. Here's an interesting thing though. The Cowboys offensive line surprisingly has held up. With the guys they lost in the offseason and then the guys Tyrone Smith. This could be a game. Well, I guess it didn't really hold up against Aaron Donald that great, but
Just put Aaron Donald on Tyler Smith.
Yeah, but it was one guy. I think this could be the game where multiple guys kind of finally give that offensive line a problem with the piss throwing going on in the background. So that both of those combined, that's a pretty big factor.
See Lamb catch the ball, or is he all right?
I think he's got to make it more difficult for himself to catch it, because like the simple ones can't catch it. And then you see him snag like those one-handers and stuff, So I don't know. We'll see if he can catch in this game. But
I think A.J. Brown has a good day against the Cowboys.
Let's hope so. I got him on fantasy team.
Same, me too.
Yeah, Cardinals were all over him.
Monday Night Football division rival game. Will Russ cook? It's the Broncos versus the Chargers in L.A. Monday night. Justin Herbert in the boys coming off a
Junior
win. So who are you going with, Junior?
Bolt up
all the way.
Oh, you're a bolt up
Russ
guy. We
Wilson
knew that.
makes me want to just puke.
Okay. Because how cringy he is, or because how bad he is?
Both. I'll have unlimited amounts of puke.
Might be. Old Yeller said
he's got to take
Fields
too.
and Wentz are the worst too. I think Russell Wilson might be in that mix with them.
Whoa,
Bottom 3.
Pete, he's got a really good take here, Old Yeller. He's got a really this is good stuff. Monday, dumb versus dumber. Now that Matt Rule is gone, definitely the 2 dumbest coaches in the NFL. I'm picking the Chargers.
He might be on something there too.
I think so.
I'm gonna take the Chargers too. I think they might try to blow it in this game. Staley might try to blow it, but I think they squeak by because Russ can't score.
I think Staley might try to blow it, but Hackett will blow it.
Oh,
I'm gonna take the Chargers. That's not why. And I don't feel like picking that Broncos offense. Right, they're beat up on top of it. Garrett Bowles, their left tackle's out now too. They're getting Justin Simmons back. They got more injuries than just Bowles as well. And Wilson's dealing with an injury apparently. He's playing like due. If they had Javonte Williams in this game, that'd actually be huge because the Chargers are very sus. We talk about it all the time, stopping the run, very sus. So Javonte, that type of back, he really can go wide. And the backs, Gordon, Boone, whatever, Murray, maybe could run pretty well, but I'd feel a lot more comfortable with Javonte Williams. But they don't got him.
Pete has said about 4 times he's taking the Chargers.
I noticed I'm not over there.
It was my turn.
Oh,
He said it bolt up off the bat with me, and then he just said it about 3 other times. You're just not even listening.
Me?
Sorry, the graphics.
The graphics guy.
Well, speaking of the graphics guy should know that this is going to be a Goat House guarantee. Because I'm also taking.
I might go ass beating in a week actually.
Watch Russell Wilson just come out and just
I was just going to say
he had the surgery on his shoulder and he's just fine.
God.
there's going to be a game where he turns. I mean, it's Russ, right? It's Russ. He's been
Russ.
whacked this year. He's going to have some games, but it's just not this week.
All right. Chargers. Another primetime Broncos game. What is going on? What is
Too
happening?
many.
4 already. This is week 6.
Get him out of the kitchen.
Now it's finally here.
Oh boy.
The bye week teams of the week. Is that how we say
Yep,
it? And then
yep,
Pete,
yep.
what are we doing for Pete? Pete's favorite fat ass?
Yep, his
Is that-
favorite offensive lineman on each team.
Might have to do some research.
Boy.
You did it. He didn't come prepared.
He never has. He never
has. But he knew this day was coming. But first, who wins the bye week? Junior, who wins the bye week?
I think the Lions got to win the bye week here.
No.
The Lions can't win anything.
That's true, but that's why we got to
They're
give
tanking
them
for
something.
Stroud.
We got to give them something.
They're tanking.
The Lions don't win anything, so they don't win the bye week. The Texans finally fucking got a win, and now they get a bye week to slow them down. They don't win the bye week.
I can tell you who wins the bye week.
The Raiders, Devontae Adams just pushed the guys. Probably going to get suspended. The NFL is going to think about it for a little bit while they're on a bye week. The Titans, they're hot right now, so I guess maybe you don't want to
They're
have
really
a bye
hurt.
week, but they're really, really injured. The Titans win the bye week.
See, I was going to take the Raiders.
Raiders?
Yeah, the Raiders. Mainly because I think they're a better ball club than what they've been playing. I think they
What does that
showed
have to do with the bye week, though?
they got to figure it out.
No, they figure it out?
They're going to
Figure-
figure it. I don't know who they play next week, but they're gonna figure it out.
All right.
But yeah, Devontae Adams is probably gonna be suspended. So.
I think Aiden said he's taking the Texans.
The Colts guy's taking the Texans?
Mhm.
All right. I don't know if he said that, but we're going
He
to put
did.
him
He
over there.
did.
Who's Yeller going with? I think he's going to go with the Titans.
Definitely going to the
He's a
Titans.
huge Titans guy.
All right, Pete, favorite fat ass on every of the bye week, every team, Titans.
Give me Ben Jones.
I knew you were going to. I
Love
should have
Ben
guessed. I should have
Jones.
guessed you were going to go Ben Jones.
That's my guy.
Center, Tennessee Titans. All right.
Goes barefoot on the field every pregame.
Your second favorite team in the league, Houston Texans. Who?
Oh, I got to go with Gas Mask Tunsil. You have to.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
that's a good one. All right, Detroit Lions.
You got to go with
Penny
Penny Sewell. You
Okay.
got to. You
Okay.
have to. I
You
just
have-
love the energy
All right.
And the focus?
and the focus.
The
This
Raiders.
is the one I had to do research on. I don't know the Raiders' offensive line very well. They got some.
They got some
They
guys.
got some guys. I don't even know half these.
Tell us their weight. Tell us their weight.
I don't have their weights. You want their weights?
Let's go with the
You
biggest
should
guy.
call over. You should be able to see their weight. Right?
Who are they? I don't even know their offensive line. Who's John Simpson?
Oh, John
A
Simpson.
couple years ago out of Clemson. Come on, man.
300 He's 321 pounds.
Oh, what a tank.
That's your guy, right?
This is our best segment of all time.
Andre James,
Center.
out of UCLA.
I think you got to
He's-
go Colton
he's
Miller,
three-
right?
I know. That's the only guy I knew. I was like, I guess I'm gonna have to go with Colton Miller.
And so-
They do have Alex Bars as a backup guard.
Ooh, Golden Domer.
I'm a big Alex Bars guy, so we'll go with Alex Bars.
Can you put Pete's icon over Pigskin Pete?
Yeah.
Just so we know.
Who's
that-
Jermaine
There you
Illuminor?
been in the league for quite a bit.
He's 345 pounds.
What a
He's
unit.
a big
Boy.
boy.
How big was Leatherwood or whatever his name is?
Lester Cotton Sr.
That's a good name. I think you should go with Lester Cotton.
335 pounds out of Alabama.
a big boy.
What's their weights? Now we're going to need the weights every week. too.
Well, he's got to do his research.
Yeah,
So-
so your research, Pete.
So
That's
who
good.
was your official Raider?
Give me Alex Bars.
Alex Barr.
Golden
So
Domer.
Ben Jones, Gas Mask Tunsil, Penei Sewell, and Alex Bars. Pete's
What a squad.
favorite fat
What a
asses
squad.
of the
I don't
week.
know if.
I think I'm going to post this on Twitter and tag those players.
Whoa.
And-
No,
and
but
congrat-
it's but
is
it's-
that
they're-
bad?
They're not really fat asses.
I
though.
think they
They're
would
just-
get a kick out of
Those
it.
are my guys. right
Congratulate them on being Pete's favorite fat ass. of the
Nobody
week.
wants to be a fat ass, all right?
So I shouldn't do that.
You shouldn't do that.
I thought that'd be good. I don't know.
You should post on Twitter, but
Don't tag them. Yeah, I
No,
guess some of
they're
them
fine.
probably think we're making fun of them, but
Maybe
some
Pete tags his favorite fat ass. out of
Ben
all these
Jones.
teams.
Who?
There it is.
Ben Jones.
I know it's like a Mike Jones thing.
Oh, who?
oh, Ben Jones, who? Ben Jones. All right, that wraps up. That was a good one. I enjoyed that, and I can't wait for Pete's favorite fat asses next week and our favorite bye team. Not favorite, just the bye teams.
The winner
of
of
the
the
week.
bye week.
The winner of the bye week of the week. Yeah, we'll be back next week with Week 7 pick'ems. Don't you worry, every Tuesday night, and we got loads of other NFL content. So like, subscribe,
Loads.
turn notifications on. That's gonna do it. Thanks for listening.
Goodbye.
You know,
Bye.
we haven't gotten in a long time.
What?
One of those like pylon reaches that it turns into a safety.
Oh
And
yeah,
we're due for one of
we're
those.
due.
We are
This
due.
week. This week.
Bears
No,
Commanders.
no.
It's happening.
No. That'd be so bad. Unless it's Wentz. then
Good
it's
point though. Those were happening like crazy at one point.
Yeah.
And I'm still recording, by the way.
Oh, I mean, people got to know.
They gotta know. All right, that's it.